All right, since I'm not using Tradecopia anymore because I only have one account, I'm just going to do everything in TradingView to start. So obviously we have the week going higher the whole time, and Thursday has this bearish close where it forms a daily per value gap on every asset, and every asset also had a bearish close as well. So it's kind of skipping forward, but right, ES has this fair value gap, bearish close. Same thing on YM, bearish fair value gap, or fair value gap with bearish close, and R2Y. We already came into this gap that we made earlier in the week, so technically there is SMT with Wednesday's low. All right. But yeah, to open the day, right before NFP is where I was looking. All right, obviously NQ is very close to previous day high, so I would expect it to get hit during NFP, which right, that is what happened. This first candle played out, and I wanted to take a trade somewhere down here. I basically just made it so I could fit like one contract on and get 2R. So it was probably like up here or something. And this never came back down. So that was the easy trade of the day. Just got missed, and it went all the way up. Maybe if I like market entered up here with the stop loss at the bodies. No, even then I'd have to like hold past it. So maybe I fumbled, maybe not. But so there's the missed opportunity. But when I see that on YM, we were way down here. So it's weird because YM actually never took out this previous day low. This previous day low, this is the current day low. There's like a 1 tick difference, 1 point. And it's like that on every single contract. All right, so NFP just took YM to equilibrium of this range within a 6-hour gap. There was a 4-hour gap, but it mostly got filled, so I decided to use the 6-hour here. Right, the 4 hours like this, but we came into it all the way back in London session. So we have this advanced premium discount sequence with the previous day high. And to me, it does not look like a bullish profile. It looks like just a bunch of low resistance liquidity, just a bunch of small candles, a lot of wicks. No lows really taken out. So I'm thinking that we're going to go lower off of this, especially because the 90-minute closes as a PSP as well. So with this advanced premium discount with the previous day high, while the 90-minute is closing as a bearish candle on YM, it's even more bearish on ES, which is a little bit weird. And then NQ is bullish. So it's a 2-stage SMT. While I'm requiring strength switch now for reversals, since it is like out of a fair value gap, I'm not really going to require it for advanced premium discount. It's almost like a different form of universal sequence. Instead of there being SMT filled with this gap, more so this gap it's just in this gap while there's SMT at the high. So I'm fine with that. And we have this nice news candle as an opposing candle. So if we close under this, it's a bulky candle, like it should go lower off of here. So that's what I used. Also pointing out, we did have this SMT break with the previous week high. Right, so this is Friday's high here. We just now broke it yesterday where we had that big sell-off where NQ, obviously, we took it out on Monday. Right, took it out, then we just expanded through it. So we finally broke SMT. Not really ideal because we did leave these equal highs, but I'm sure it will come back later. And this is the all-time high, which should eventually break. But yeah, I'm kind of just thinking that it's going to be a New York reversal day, and YM will trade down to make a new low day, come in this fair value gap after all, because it is a failure swing SMT. And then also I'm thinking it might close as a weekly PSP, which I'm not sure now, because this is like the new week opening gap. So this is where the week opened at. I want it to close like below here, so it can be like a bearish candle, while NQ is probably going to be bullish, obviously. So there's a lot of confluences lining up, and then yeah, I just take the short. I didn't know if I wanted to take R2Y or YM though, and that is because I couldn't tell which one was weaker at the time. So right, when this candle closes, here's YM on the 30-minute. It's just a doji candle, while R2Y, we have a bigger body. But what's kind of sussing me out is we're a lot farther away from closing than YM. Well, not a lot, but it's significant. You can see it clearly like wicks the CSD point, where YM is like an equal low, basically. It doesn't close quite past it, but it's like right on it. So I took R2Y first, and then I ended up taking YM next, and I just like put my break even at like my take profit at break even for R2Y, because I assumed it would come back down. So I was like, I'll just get out here. And yeah, I did end up regretting it like multiple times because let's just right here. Look where YM came up to. This is 1 second before the open. It's all the way up here. My stop loss is like 5 ticks away, I think. All right, so if we just fast forward. All right. YM is all the way up here, and R2Y is down here. So I'm like, damn, maybe I should have stuck with R2Y. And then at the time, NQ was actually having a strength switch with YM as it just CSD'd, and this is a pretty good sized 30-minute bearish candle, while YM is going to close this bullish candle. So it's like a strength switch, but not in my favor. And I don't really get it because I would never take NQ when it's all the way up here and it has like, it's like the most distance to get to the new low of the day. So I'm actually pretty annoyed. I don't really get this market. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to get stopped out. I think it's going to open up and just like pump super hard and like slip my stop and make me lose more. But I just stay in it. And I just get lucky. Because my friends had their stop loss on the body of this, because it is a pretty large opposing candle. You would never think it's going to come up this high, and I still don't know why it did to this moment, but it did. And obviously it starts going lower. I get in profit, and we have this new type of opposing candles. We don't close through on this 5-minute candle, but we do the next one, I'm pretty sure. All right, so yeah, I just moved my stop loss here first. I move it down to like the 75% of this new order block. All right, just to cut some risk. It's probably like not even half, but you know, if I can lose like 300 instead of 500, I'll take that. And yeah, then I'm just sitting in this trade for ages. So let's do the roller coaster. I guess we can just go to the executions now. All right, I took this with 1 mini since I can risk more, not on micro. So yeah, I'm in here, endure this, and then it's just like doing a bunch of stuff. And I think like at this point, 1040, I don't know, R2Y like didn't have as big of retracements, but it didn't actually go as far. So if I took R2Y, I would have ended up getting stopped out. So I did make the right choice, but like while I was kind of just messing around, like when it was retracing super high, then R2Y was like not that bad. But yeah, I was literally in this trade for, let's see the entry here to the exit here, almost 6 hours just for 2R. Yeah, we had this like 90-minute two-stage. It doesn't really matter, but so this 9 o'clock candle closes bearish, and then there's SMT with the high with NQ. But as you can see, NQ just kept on making highs, so it's not a significant S&P at all. So super couple day. If you didn't take YM, you didn't get any shorts probably, unless you're like scalping something else. But yeah, we come down into this new week opening gap, come up here. I actually considered pyramiding at this point, like adding one. I think my fill would be like around here. And then I was like, all right, I'll just get out at this low. Because if I did that, I could afford it and still make the same amount of money. But I just let it ride. And yeah, it just took the whole time. I did end up just cutting the recording to go to the gym. There's like some 10 o'clock news back here. I didn't do anything. And then Trump started speaking at 12. That's what made this big spike. But not even a big spike, just a spike. And yeah, I probably had it like around the ending. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I just went to the gym, cut the recording, and I went through the whole workout and everything, and it still was not done. So I mean, if you can see, the end of this is at like 12:24. I come home like 2 hours later, and I'm still in the trade. And yeah, I go make lunch, eat lunch, and just leave my computer to screen record. And eventually I come back, and I see we're about a TP. All right, and there it is, finally. But it's crazy because this is the low of the day right here. And it's still edging. Like it edged my TP, and then it, like, I was at the gym I was watching, it was like right here. It's 55, my TP is at 50. So it's like 5 points, then it has this big retracement, 100-point move. And then we come close to low of the day, which is 852, and this low is 85, so it's like 3 points. It's just like rage baiting today. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's the trade. This is a fresh account, so it's 51,000. This is eval only, that's why it's TD and not F. Right, so $1,000 a day. all I took today was, I don't know why it's not showing all of them. It should show the R2I trade, but I'm not really sure why it's not. Oh. Yeah, so here's R2I and then YM. So only 2 trades today. Technically just one move, and yeah, good start to the account. I need to win 2 more trades like that. Probably just taking 2R, then I can pass the account. Hopefully Monday and Tuesday can be good days for me, right? And I'll probably do some backtesting this weekend just to like make sure and practice like being a patient trader and actually waiting for like the high probability setups, and not just like FOMOing in because I think I can get a win, and I might record it, I might not, but yeah, saying everything is psychological with me is kind of cope at this point because I've been making technical mistakes. So some things psychology can't fix. So I need to put in some work this weekend just to make sure I'm ready and prepare going into the next week. Because as you can see, the price action is pretty bad. Like NQ just made highs all day, super decoupled, and yeah, I don't even know if there's a long for NQ. There might have been, but either way, you're just longing into nothing. So yeah, I don't want to fade at all-time high market, but also can't buy everything when there's not a setup. So I don't know if any of the GXC mentors took anything today. I think I'm like the only one that caught this. One of my friends re-entered, I think around here, and the rest that did take this, they got stopped out. But yeah, super tough day, tough week in general. I think everyone's been getting cooked for the most part. Even like some of the mentors, not the ones that I follow, but I know some of them that do it like groups or whatever. I've had a hard time, and I can't even be mad because I clearly just lost my funded accounts this week because of price action in my own decisions. But anyways, that's enough talking. This is the road to a new funded and then hopefully a payout from that. And yeah, I'm risking aggressive now, trying to be more of a one-shot, one-kill trader, which I should have been all along, but hopefully this new risk strategy can push me there, because if I take one win of 1,000, that's basically like 2 days. If I was risking 300, it'd be like 1,200, but so I can afford to miss trading for a whole day if I catch something the next day. So I say keep that in mind and try not to rush this. But yeah, hopefully we can get back in that groove, and good luck next week. I'll see you guys then.